Freshman Democratic Congressman Bowman of New York State introduced his first bill in Congress last week, the Congressional Oversight of Unjust Policing Act, or COO Act for short, to investigate what exactly happened on January 6th and ties between policing and white supremacy. Congressman, first, just at a sort of basic informational level, what do you know about what happened on January 6th, and what do you feel like you and your colleagues need to know?
So there's a lot we know now based on reporting after the fact. So we know the FBI had information of a possible attack on the Capitol. That information was not shared not only within the FBI, but wasn't shared with Capitol Police. We also know that the chief of Capitol Police also had information that was similar. That information was not shared with other law enforcement agencies, but it was shared with the House Sergeant at Arms. And the House Sergeant at Arms decided against calling in the National Guard because of his fear of optics. And when you compare that response to the response of peaceful Black Lives Matter protesters in Washington and across the country, there's obviously a lot of questions that need to be answered there. So we know that information now. But as I watched, I was in my office. Thank God I wasn't in the Capitol when this happened. But as I watched the attack on the Capitol, my first question was, how the heck did they get past Capitol Police? And how the heck were they able to enter the Capitol grounds? So those were the immediate first questions. And it clearly showed we were unprepared in terms of person power. And, we were unprepared in terms of how we shared intelligence and how we did not use force to push back these insurrectionists.
I've spoken to freshman Congresswoman Cori Bush, who is in the same class as you, right? You're two individuals new to Congress. I mean, it's striking to me like this was your fourth day on the job or fifth day on the job, right? What was that like? I mean, I imagine there's a lot of nerves that go into this and a lot of excitement, and you're now a you're a member of the United States Congress, incredible upset victory, and now you're there and cowering in your office.
Cowering in our office for 16 hours, not receiving any sort of security updates throughout the day, praying that they don't then turn their attention toward our offices because we did not have the law enforcement defense structure set up to protect us, and praying that my colleagues in Congress were not killed. So this was just an insane sight to see. My initial thought was the War of 1812. As you know, that was the last time the Capitol was attacked. But again, what surprised me was not that these white nationalists and domestic terrorists tried to attack the Capitol. What surprised me was that we weren't prepared. And as you said, that was the third or fourth day on the job. And I'm proud of my team that within 48 hours, we had a draft of our first bill ready to go. And very proud of my colleague, Cori Bush, who within the same time period, actually probably sooner, had a draft of her first bill. But this is a chance for all of us in Congress to sort of begin at a new baseline and stop spreading the myth of American exceptionalism and accept the fact that this is exactly who we are and this is exactly who we've been throughout our country's history. Whenever there's social progress, there's white backlash, particularly from the people who believe that this needs to remain a white dominant nation, and they are afraid of the multiracial democracy that we are becoming.